Hey, what's going on guys? Oscarmini here, and this is my comparison video between the Infinix Zero 8 and the Infinix Note 7 to find out which of these devices is worth your money and which of them would best suit your needs. And so, without taking much of your time, yo guys, let's get started. The unboxing experience first off is what I usually would touch on, and for this one I think they're a close tie. You get the smartphones themselves from the boxes, SIM ejector tools, TPU cases, a USB Type-C cable for the Zero 8, while you get the micro USB cable for the Note 7. Another interesting part is the 33 watts fast charger from the Infinix Zero 8, while you get an 18 watt fast charger alongside the Infinix Note 7. Lastly, you also get a pair of earphones from both boxes. Both devices are actually made out of plastic and a glass display. Not the best build quality you would get around the various price points at which you purchase these devices, but what you'd see for a lot of smartphones that retail around these prices. In terms of the size, the Zero 8 is actually the smaller device, despite it having the bigger processing capability. For security, you get both face unlock and fingerprint option. Speaking of the fingerprint sensors on here, you have both mounted to the right side of the smartphones, doubling as a power button and just below the volume rockers. The right side houses the dual SIM tray, while the bottom side has a 3.5mm jack port, mouthpiece opening, USB-C for the Zero 8 and the micro USB port for the Note 7, and then the down-firing speaker placements. In terms of the build quality, I would say it is a tie. I like both equally. Whichever you pick doesn't really matter here, as they are both made from the same material, plastic. While the Zero 8 has the slightly smaller display at 6.85 inch in size, Full HD resolution, it features a 90Hz refresh rate, right for outdoor use, and also has a wider cutout for the dual front-facing camera setup. The Note 7 has a slightly larger display here with a smaller resolution at 720p with LCD panel and a single cutout notch for the front-facing camera. For the speakers, I would give it to the Infinix Note 7, considering the fact that this device has a stereo speaker configuration, so louder, better sounding audio that wouldn't be easily blocked out when consuming media or gaming with your smartphone. Let's talk about the specs and performance. First off, I have the 4GB variant on the Infinix Note 7 here, so I'm not going to run this head-to-head dead-on speed test with these devices and multiple apps running in the background. You should get a general feel of how the maxed out version performs. This Note 7 has the Helio G70 processor, 4GB of RAM like I mentioned, 64GB of internal storage, while you get the all-powerful Helio G90T processor on the Zero 8, 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage. No doubt the Zero 8 is the better performing device, better for gaming, and better in the overall sense of the word. By the way, both devices run on XOS skin here on top of Android 10. For the battery capacities, you're getting a better deal with the Infinix Note 7. Here you're getting a 5000 mAh battery with an 18 watt fast charger, and this charges this device in a little over 2 hours, while the Zero 8 here comes in with a 4500 mAh battery. But the good side to this is that you can quickly charge up this device from 0 to 100 in a little over an hour. If the charge time isn't that much of a problem for you, you are someone who probably charges their device over the night, then the Infinix Note 7 gives you a better deal. That's if you only consider the battery life or use on a single charge. For the camera section, you are getting a quad camera configuration for both devices. The Zero 8 here features a 64MP main lens, 8MP ultra wide, 2MP macro and a 2MP depth sensor. While the Note 7 gives you a 48MP main lens, 2MP macro, 2MP depth sensor, and an AI lens. For the front-facing cameras here, you get a combo of 48MP and 8MP front-facing cameras for the Infinix Zero 8, while the Note 7 features a 60MP front-facing camera. There isn't a lot to say about the main lenses on those devices, as the Zero 8 clearly wins in this round. Photos are actually better, sharper, have better details, better dynamic range, and all this under the same condition. This device produces generally better images. Videos can be recorded up to 4K for the rear cameras on the Zero 8, while it maxes out at 1080p for the Infinix Note 7. In terms of the camera, the Zero 8 no doubt is the best buy by a reasonable margin. Hey guys, Oscarmini here, and this is a front-facing camera video test between the Infinix Note 7 and the Infinix Zero 8. What do you guys think about the color reproduction here and how this smartphones sound? Do let me know in the comment section below, as I'd love to hear from you guys. Speaking of the prices, the more expensive device here, the Infinix Zero 8, comes in at 117,000 naira, roughly $300, while you'd get the maxed out version of the Infinix Note 7 for 89,000 naira or $225, about a $75 difference in price. So time for my verdict. As far as this comparison, the Infinix Zero 8 is a way better buy for what it is, but this comes at an extra cost of about $75 or 30,000 naira, or even as far as 40,000 naira when compared to the 4GB variant of the Infinix Note 7. I would say these devices are actually meant for different people. If you are on a tight budget and want a device that reasonably suits your $200 needs, then you can go with the Infinix Note 7. But if you want a device, the best that Infinix has to offer right now, something that stretches out the capabilities of the Note 7, and you're not restricted on budgets, then you can pick up the Infinix Zero 8 for the extra $75. More so, if you want a device that meets in between these two devices and gives you amazing value for money, you could pick up the Redmi Note 9S. I actually have a comparison video between the Redmi Note 9S and the Infinix Zero 8, and also between the Redmi Note 9S and the Infinix Note 7. You could check those out. I'll have them linked in the description box below. Okay, there you have it, my comparison video between these two devices, Infinix Note 7, Infinix Zero 8. Kindly hit on that like button, share, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you like this video. Other than that, it's goodbye, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Cuídate.